but the Pokemon in the center are in trouble. So maybe we'll try the secondary dam. If we can get the water gate open, the power can come on in no time. So Gary runs
Watergate?
off.
I thought we weren't talking about politics. Oh, killed it.
The Shuckle juice is loose this week on Delibird. Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast where we're talking Pokemon. We're talking Shuckle today. It's going to be an interesting one. Because Shuckle's an interesting Pokemon. I'm Kellen. I play Pokemon. I know things about Pokemon. Graham does not. Graham, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kellen. I completely forgot what a Shuckle was, but upon learning it, I want some of that Shuckle juice. Sounds like it cures everything, gives you big, hard, raging boners, fills your life with satisfaction. I want some of that stuff.
Who doesn't?
Spoilers, but I could tell you someone, but I'm not going to, because it would be a spoiler, and we will get in these awesome episodes. I thought these episodes were really fun today, Kellen. What episodes are we talking about?
Today, we're looking at episode 172, A Better Pill to Swallow, and 173, Power Play.
These are good episodes. They don't really come as a pair. They're two little stories, but I thought both were pretty fun.
They're good.
They're pretty fun. The Shuckle episode is like a good comedy episode, and the Power Play episode actually has some nice animation, like nicer than we've seen in a while.
And it's just like it's cool. It's got some
just
epic...
a cool episode. Yeah,
it's fun. Yeah.
Totally
we'll get there at some point.
But we're going to horse around a bit before we get into the episodes, like we always do. Kellen, what's been going on with you?
Not much.
Any nerd updates from the nerd realm?
I've been playing some Mario Golf still. I beat the story mode of Super Rush.
Oh, yeah.
And spoiler alert for Super Rush, let me tell you, that gets weird, man.
The story does?
Yeah.
So what is the story mode? Is it like a set of matches, or is there an adventure, or what?
Well, let me tell you, it's called Adventure Golf, I think.
Okay.
And, it starts off pretty easy. Like, you're me, and you get to this golfing place, and they're like, oh, there's some, like, things going on here. We gotta play golf. You're gonna climb up the ladder, get your good badge, and then you'll be known as a golf pro. And it's like, okay, cool, simple Mario Golf story. So you go around with your buddies, and you play some golf, and you take part in some tournaments, and then you go to new places and learn different types of golf and how to do different shots.
Okay.
And then you're told,
sounds all right.
Hey, you should go check out this statue. It's pretty cool while you wait for the weather to clear up over here. We hear that there's a couple guys that are getting struck by lightning over and over again there too, so we could see what that's about. Turns out those two are Wario and Waluigi, of course.
Oh, nice.
That's funny. But they leave, and then suddenly the statue just starts talking to you.
Okay.
And the statue is like, pass my 3 trials. And you're like, okay. And these trials are all about golf.
Yeah,
and so you pass the 3 golf trials, and the statue's like, here's a flame sword. You're like, what? What's happening? I don't understand.
Sword? What? That is a twist.
And then they're like, okay, so now you have to go to the treasure corner or something. And then they're like, okay, so go to the treasure corner. In order to save the world here, you have to get the power of flame from the treasure corner. And in order to do that, you have to fight this giant fire phoenix with golf.
What am I hearing? This is awesome.
And so they're like, the Snow King is making the land cold. He's gonna freeze the land, and our savior, our Lord Master person that saved us last time, Bowser, he's asleep. He's been put to sleep by the Snow King, and so we have to go save
the golf savior.
We have to go save Bowser so he can take down the Snow King. And so you go to Bowser's kingdom, which is like all taken over by snow, and they're like, okay, in order to get to the Snow King, you gotta get par at best or at worst on a bunch of these golf holes, and then you can fight the Snow King. And then you fight the Snow King by shooting fireballs at it with your golf club, and it's really weird.
That's incredible. But this all just happens at the end of it, or is this like a substantial part of it?
No, it's pretty much the end.
Okay, that's
it's a lot of golf, and then suddenly the statue just starts like speaking into your mind, being like, trials, flame sword, phoenixes, Snow King.
That's so cool.
So strange.
The only thing that would have one-upped that is if you went to space at the end.
Yeah. Fucking weird, man. man.
Would you recommend the adventure mode? It sounds kind of fun. It sounds weird.
It is fine. Like, it's your typical golf story mode. I don't know. It's pretty short. It doesn't take that long.
Right, yeah.
So.
Gotcha. That's fair. Makes sense.
Yeah, no, that was weird. That kind of had me.
You should try the Game Boy Color golf.
A little discombobulated
on NSO. They have fun campaigns, I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Then you can compare it to that. I don't think there's any phoenixes from what I remember.
That's unfortunate.
Phoeni.
Sorry, it's called the Sacred Flame Beast.
Ah, yes. That really changes my view of this.
Yeah.
Well, in nerddom, I saw Alien Romulus last night. That's a new sci-fi film. You ever seen an Alien movie, Kellen?
Nope.
This one is pretty scary. I like it. People are saying it's the third best Alien movie. That sounds about right. It does do this thing, though, and you can probably tell me what you feel about this, Kellen. A lot of movies today do this thing where they really put in, like, so many callbacks to, like, old movies that I'm kind of like, okay, but why don't you just, like, be your own new movie?
Yeah.
Instead of having to be like, remember that old movie? Wasn't that old movie cool?
It's like Disney doing nothing but sequels and remakes. Like, you can do something original, guys. Like,
but even if you do a sequel, like, this is, another part of a franchise, but instead of, like, having the characters kind of be their own things, a lot of them are, like, part of, like, set pieces that are just supposed to be, like, remember that from the old one? Or, like they reenact shots and stuff, and it's like, but this isn't a remake. It's just a new movie. Why do you just... And other than that, it's really cool. It is a good movie. It looks great, sounds great, but, like, why do they keep doing that?
Because
they nostalgia rush.
They need the theater full of people doing the Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
That's it. That's 100% what it is.
It's important.
It's all Leo meme.
I know that part. I remember that. That makes it cool. They said the thing. Wow. They said alien. Alien.
Right. In this case, it might actually be better if you don't know anything about the franchise, because you'll just be like, oh, this like looks great, sounds great, aliens are cool and scary. Okay. Instead of being like, you won't notice those things and they're kind of distracting.
Yeah.
So interesting. I give it a 7.5 on the 4-pour.
Good. Well, no. That's not how the 4-pour works. We have to draw a category.
Okay, give me how the aliens taste. 7.5.
No, your category.
They made out of acid. My stomach's burning.
Your category for alien is Ash Moron moments.
Was there someone named Ash in one of the Alien movies? There is in one of the Alien movies.
Is he stupid?
There is. There is a character named Ash. Oh, yes. And spoilers, he sort of is in this one, in a way. So, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, he's in there. And he does kind of make some moron moments, I suppose. Yeah, there is a character named Ash that makes a return in that. That's a coincidence. Moron moments. I'm going to give it a, I mean, he's not that stupid, but yeah, I don't like him a lot. Give it a 6.5.
It's an average movie.
He's not exactly Ash, but he kind of is. It's confusing.
Well, we won't spoil everything about that.
It's a new movie. I can't go into it.
Yeah. Except for when everybody dies. Oh no!
I mean, it's a horror film, so
yeah,
it's not really a spoiler.
But then the one guy is the other guy's long lost evil twin.
And then they all dance.
The alien comes in and he's like, Baba Booey. And
that happens, and then they all go and eat gabagool with Tony Soprano. Well,
Sounds like a great
movie.
movie.
Something weird, Kellen. You want to do it? You want to do the weird?
I don't really want to, but we will.
My bits they've been kind of tame lately, folks. We do a pre-episode bit, like before getting into the episodes. They're usually lists, and I've been going really hard on the Pokemon-related stuff. We gotta get weird again, folks. We gotta go back to the Mew threes. We gotta go back to the fake podcast names. We gotta go back to the beginning and remember who we are. So this is a poem read by two people that I wrote called "Would You Like to Fuckle a Shuckle?"
Oh, for the love of God.
And Kellen has so graciously allowed himself to be part of this. So, Kellen, you will be reading the parts of Brock and James, and I will be Ash. So whenever you're ready, Kellen, take it away.
And I'll say that I have not read any of this past the first 3 lines because I want my discontent to be very genuine.
He's such a grumpy fella, eh?
But it'll be funny if I'm upset about the whole thing the whole time.
Go ahead, Kellen, whenever you're ready.
All right. Would you like to fuckle a shuckle? I am Brock. My name rhymes with cock.
That Brock. His name rhymes with cock.
Would you like to fuckle a shuckle?
I would not like that. Brock rhymes with cock. I would not like to fuckle a shuckle.
Would you do it here or there?
I would not fuck them here or there. I would not fuck them anywhere. I do not want to fuckle a shuckle. I do not want to. Brock rhymes with cock.
Would you fuck one in a poke center? Would you fuck one with a haunter?
I would not fuckle a shuckle in a poke center. I would not fuck one with a haunter. I would not fuck one here or there. I would not fuck them anywhere. I do not want to fuckle a shuckle. I do not want to. Brock rhymes with cock.
Would you fuck them in a gym? Would you fuck them with Mothim?
Fuck the gym. Fuck Mothim. Fuck the poke center. Fuck Honor. I would not fuck them here or there. I would not fuck them anywhere. I do not want to fuckle a shuckle. I do not want to. Brock rhymes with cock.
Would you? Could you? On a bike? Fuck them. Here they are.
I would not, could not fuck on a bike.
You may like it. You will see. You may like it in an apricorn tree.
I would not, could not fuckle a shuckle in an apricorn tree. Not on a bike. Brock, let me be. I will not fuck them in a gym. I will not fuck them with Mothim. I will not fuck them in a poke center. I will not fuck them with a haunter. I will not fuck them here or there. I will not fuck them anywhere. I will not fuckle a shuckle. I will not fuck them. Brock rhymes with cock.
SSN. Would you fuck on the SSN?
Not on the SSN. Not in an apricorn tree. Not on a bike. Brock, let me be. I would not, could not fuck in a gym. I would not, could not with a Mothim. I will not fuck them in a poke center. I will not fuck them here or there. I will not fuck them anywhere. I will not fuckle a shuckle. I do not like fucking them. Brock rhymes with cock.
You do not like to fuckle the shuckle?
I do not like to fuckle the shuckle. Brock rhymes with cock.
Would you with a zigzagoon?
I would not, could not with a zigzazoon.
Could you with a houndoom?
I could not, would not with a houndoom. I will not, will not fuck them with a zigzazoon. Not on an apricorn tree, not on a bike. You let me be. I do not fuck them in a gym. I do not fuck them with Mothim. I will not fuck them in a poke center. I do not fuck them with a haunter. I do not fuck them here or there. I will not fuck them anywhere. I do not fuckle a shuckle. I do not fuck them. Brock rhymes with cock.
You do not like fucking them, so you say. Try it, and you may. Try it, and you may, I say.
Brock, I will not.
Brock rhymes with cock. I will try them.
James proceeds to fuckle a shuckle.
Say, I like to fuckle a shuckle. I do, I like it, Brock rhymes with cock, and I would fuck them with a houndoom, and I would fuck them with a zigzagoon. I will fuck them in an apricorn tree, and on a bike. It's just so good, you see. So I will fuck them in a gym, and I will fuck them with Mothim, and I will fuck them in a poke center, and I will fuck them with a haunter. I will fuck them here or there. I will fuck them anywhere. I do so like to fuckle a shuckle. Thank you. Brock rhymes with cockle.
Round of applause. Brilliant,
Good Lord.
Kellen. Brilliant. Truly a moving performance, Kellen.
Life was a mistake.
I think these are the few things in life that aren't mistakes.
I disagree.
You know what is a mistake? Global warming.
Yeah.
But fuckle a shuckle. That's pure delight.
Also, praise to the unspoken genius of Dr. Seuss for rhythm and rhyme, because that must be harder than we all think.
Are you criticizing, backhandedly criticizing my rhymes?
Maybe a touch.
Wow, you're so critical. He wants and he wants. He takes
there's
and he
a difference.
takes.
There's a difference between the constant line of "I do not want to fuckle a shuckle," Brock rhymes with cock, and "I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am," because those two rhyme, but Shuckle and Brock don't rhyme.
Whoa, Kellen.
What?
What are you talking about? Dr. Seuss, green eggs and ham? What are you talking about, Kel? I've never heard of this.
Yeah, you don't know what Dr. Seuss is? Yeah. Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
For sure. Yeah.
Whoa. Are you accusing me of plagiarism?
It's not plagiarism. It's inspiration.
Homage-arism? Are you accusing me of having read? How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I accuse the guy whose job it is to compare Pokemon to books every week of
Is it
reading.
a job if you don't get paid?
All right, moving on. So, we're going to talk episode 172, A Better Pill to Swallow, shall we?
Better pill to swallow than having to read Fuckle a Shuckle.
Yeah, I'm closing that tab. I'm never opening that one again.
Oh, okay. I'm going to print it off and frame it and give it to you for Christmas. A Better Pill to Swallow. This is a fun episode, comedy episode.
Yeah.
This Shuckle thing is weird and delightful, and I'm into it.
Yeah, and as the saying does go, you do not fuckle with Shuckle.
You do not fuckle with Shuckle, indeed.
Yep. Did you know that saying, that's a thing people say?
Oh, is that actually?
Yeah, you don't fuckle with Shuckle.
Wait.
It could be a monster.
Actually a thing in the community?
Yes.
They actually say fuckle?
Yes, you do not fuckle with Shuckle.
I thought I made that up. That's incredible.
No, wow. You're not that smart. Come on.
I love it, though. I love it.
We'll get more into it.
It means I accidentally tripped into a community saying. That's amazing.
We'll get more into it when we actually see Shuckle and we talk about it. But yeah, that is a thing that people say. For good reason, and we'll see. All right, so a better pill to swallow. We're still on the way to critique, of course. Ash's stomach hurts. He's got some pain. He ate too much. And they're like, of course, Ash, you ate 4 burgers. He's like, I did not. No. I ate 5.
Wah, wah. So they're like, all right, what kind of drugs can we cram in this guy? You got any Pepto? You got any gravel? What do we got? Brock's like, I'm all out. We got to hit a pharmacy. And that's when an old man appears.
Yeah, an evil, disgusting little troll shows up.
Oh, may I be of help?
No, it's an evil, disgusting little troll. No, this is old man Shuckle. Of course it is.
Yeah, good old OMS.
But he's like, if I'm so disgusting, then maybe I'll leave and not help you. Meh.
Okay, come back, please. Old man Shuckle. And he checks Ash's gut. He's pushing around. He's testing it. For some reason, that tells him all he needs to know, pulls out the pills.
Yeah, so Ash takes drugs from a stranger.
Yeah.
Ash's survival skills, not particularly high. I think the Darwin Award goes to Ash this episode.
Yeah, for a second, that skepticism would be confirmed because it appears like Ash's mouth explodes.
Yeah, so his head pops off, basically.
And he's spinning on the floor. He's in a daze and a craze.
And so they're like, what's in that medicine? And the old guy's like, everything I put in normal Pokemon medicine. Misty's like, you gave him Pokemon medicine!
Yeah, a great anger animation. Love the Misty anger animations. Head's giant.
But Ash wakes up. He's okay, and his stomach is good now. Only problem is now he's hungry.
He's hungry again. You know what?
Classic Ash.
I relate. If I do any little bit of exercise, Kellen, I'm hungry all the time. And it is such a problem.
Mm-hmm. I got chickens last week for like $6 a chicken. That was sick.
That is sick.
Put it out there. It was sweet.
How many chickens did you buy?
Like 4.
Nice, $24. 4
and then like chicken legs were on sale for the same price per pound. So I got 3 packs of those total. So I got 18 chicken legs as well.
Man, I love chicken. It's a top meat. Yeah.
It's a good one. I eat a lot of chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Only problem is like the boneless, skinless stuff that is good for like fettuccine or like butter chicken. That's always so fucking expensive.
True.
And I am terrible at taking meat off of the bone to use it like that. So that's not really an option.
It takes some effort. I mean, you can do it, but yeah.
I tried doing it once. It did not go well. So anyway.
Do you have an Instant Pot or anything like that?
No, I've got a slow cooker, not an Instant Pot.
Okay. Well, so that takes a bit long. Yeah, it kind of works. Because what you can do is, like, if you cook something so that the meat will just fall off the bone, then it's off the bone.
Yeah,
but anyways.
That's true. Yeah. So, we'll make we should make cooking videos, That'd be great. Let's pivot the podcast.
Would be so scuffed. We could try to make Pokemon themed recipes.
I got a Pokemon cookbook for Christmas a couple years ago. Yeah, it was like it's officially released by Pokemon, and all the names all the dishes are Pokemon inspired. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, but they're kind of like real world dishes.
They're
inspired
real world
by Pokemon
foods. Yeah,
they're not hypothetically with Pokemon meat.
Oh yeah. We could also do like Farfetched, sous vide Farfetched.
Yeah, totally. Or just like so many jelly donuts.
Yeah, except there's just fucking rice balls we bought from the store. Yeah. Anyway, so this guy's Pokemon medicine is also good for humans. You make sure to point that out. And Brock starts talking about how this guy is like a genius. He's incredible. He's even surrounded by this magical light, and you get this nice light effect behind him. He's like, that's a flashlight. Come on.
So he just holds a flashlight at his back.
That was a good bit. I like that. And so the old man is like, okay, I'll take you back to my shack. And so we go to his meth lab next. Under the laundromat.
His real sketchy meth lab, that's for sure. Yeah, we gotta cook, old man Shuckle.
Yeah, this whole episode now, the rest of it is just old man Shuckle trying to deal with the fly in his shack.
Yeah, very controversial episode. A little bit divisive, but everybody remembers it.
So in his dark, dingy shack, we learn a little more about his medicine. He uses just natural ingredients, but there's a secret. And Brock's like, what's the secret?
Brock's
He's like,
excited.
I'll tell you the secret. It's not really a secret then if you're just telling people, but okay.
It was a secret for a second, and a second no longer.
Unless he is intending to kill the gang.
Follow me back so I can drink your blood.
To my other shack.
Yeah, so they go from shack to shack. Brock runs the cock. To see the Shuckle that they cannot fuckle, there's tons of these pods in the shack. What are they? Missy's inspecting one and a tentacle comes out. And she's like, this isn't Rule 34.
But this is a Shuckle.
Yeah, what is
Let's talk about Shuckle.
The Dex calls it the mold Pokemon, and I was like, what a title to be known as the mold Pokemon.
Moldy ass bitch. So yeah, this Shuckle is, it's like a turtle slug thing in a shell. It's hard to describe.
I think it is a cool design because of how strange it looks. Mm-hmm. It is a surprising, I don't know. It's strange. Like, it's both strange and comforting at the same time. It doesn't feel as weird as it should for something that looks so weird.
It looks familiar to the real world, but also not at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right in a little valley there.
Yeah.
So it's basically, it's kind of a turtle shell, but with like holes in various spots. And I don't know, every part of it is like a tentacle, like head and legs. They're all like tentacles.
And it can withdraw into its shell like a turtle,
like
or a tortoise,
like
a toidle. But Shuckle is a very interesting Pokemon, and I don't think you really get that from this episode.
I don't know. I don't think you get much about it as a game. So
no.
Like, I couldn't even tell what type it is. I'm looking it up. I had no idea.
What type
Bug
is it?
Rock.
Yeah. Well, It kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
when you think about it then.
Yeah.
Because it's the shell and then it's buggy inside.
I guess like a slug. But that's not a slug isn't a bug. It's like
Sluggy
a mollusk,
bug.
Right?
But I don't know. But yeah, so we don't get much in terms of like its gameplay. Would you be surprised if I told you that Shuckle has the highest base defense stats of any Pokemon?
Any Pokemon ever?
Ever. Any obtainable Pokemon. The only one that beats it is Eternamax Eternatus, which is a boss Pokemon in Sword and Shield, and you're not able to catch it at all.
Okay. So no, I would not have guessed that.
Shuckle's base defense is tied with Mega Steelix and Mega Aggron at 230.
Wow.
And its special defense is the highest of all Pokemon, all 1025.
So is it pretty good?
No, because Shuckle, it is in some ways. Well, we'll get there. Shuckle, while it has the highest defense stats of all Pokemon, the rest of its stats are bottom 5 at best.
Okay. So it's defensive.
Its defenses are 230. Its HP is 20. Its attacks are both 10. And its speed set is 5.
Oh my goodness. So this is like an extremely hard metapod for life.
Yes.
Can never evolve, no Butterfree.
Shuckle is a stalling Pokemon, essentially.
Oh, okay.
You use it to stall.
Does it have some very specific places it's useful? Because this thing kind of sounds like shit now.
It's very useful if you use it right. It's very difficult to use in single player, especially because the main games are very single battle focused. Like Shuckle thrives in like double battles.
Oh, okay.
Because it can stalling tactics work really well in double battles because you can basically focus everything on one Pokemon while your other Pokemon is just like throwing toxics and protects out all over the place.
Does it have a move that like makes the other Pokemon target it?
Let me see.
Like, is that a mechanic in Pokemon? Like in RPGs, like a tank, and like
there are moves that do that. Aggro? There is the move Follow Me, which will make all the Pokemon target it, but I don't think Shuckle gets it. But like, if you heard about that guy like 10 years ago, I think, or something, that won Pokemon World Championships with the Pachirisu, Follow Me was part of that strategy.
Okay. Cool.
But Shuckle, no, it's mainly just about stalling. But the thing about Shuckle is that, at least for a time, and this has changed as of Gen 9 with the introduction of a new move, but Shuckle at a time was the Pokemon capable of dealing the most damage in one hit.
Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Why? Or how, I should say.
Here is a nice paragraph determining how Shuckle can possibly do the most damage. A level 100 Shuckle can potentially deal the most damage in one single attack through the use of numerous stat boosters. By receiving the effects of Helping Hand from 2 allies in a triple battle, holding a metronome, Power Trick, a skill swap to pure power, a conversion to ice, and 6 stages of positive attack stat changes. Also, both of Shuckle's partners must have the ability Flower Gift and the weather must be sunny. On the 5th turn of a defense curl boosted ice ball learned via Mimic consecutively without any misses, if used against a level 1 Noibat with minimum defense stats that has 6 stages of negative defense stat changes, such as being subject to Screech 3 times, and being under the effect of Forest's Curse. With a critical hit, Shuckle can deal 721,899,685 damage.
I feel kind of like Ash trying to listen to anybody saying anything when you were saying that. That was a lot going on. So, a very, very specific situation causes Shuckle to explode and damage, is what you're saying?
Basically, specifically because of Shuckle's high defense stat and the fact that it has the highest defense stat of all Pokemon, because 230, aside from, again, Eternamax Eternatus, which is unavailable, and Blissey and Chansey's HP stat of 255 and 250, 230 in defense is the third highest stat of any Pokemon at all.
Yeah.
And there's a move called Power Trick, which lets you swap your defense and attack stat. So by doing that, you can give Shuckle the highest attack stat ever.
Okay, that's cool.
Like even higher than like the highest attack stat in the series is Mega Mewtwo at 190. So you're still 40 points above that.
So this is why you don't fuckle with Shuckle.
That's why you do not fuckle with Shuckle.
Because suddenly, boom, super attack. And so it can learn that move that swaps the characteristic.
No, but in a
double battle.
It might be able to. I think it actually may. Yeah, it does, actually. It does learn that.
Cool.
So
that's powerful.
But then it makes its defenses super small, and so it'll go down to one.
It's got to be a trade-off, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Shuckle is an interesting Pokemon, to say the least.
Yeah, okay, that's neat. I mean, interesting design, interesting mechanics, used strangely in the anime. This is a bizarre little Pokemon. In the game, can you catch them, or was it like a story thing? I'm trying to remember. Like you trade
there's
for
a
it or
guy.
something?
There's a guy in Cianwood who is like, some kid with red hair came and stole my Pokemon. I only have this one left. Can you take it and take care of it in case the guy comes back, and he'll give you a Shuckle?
Oh, okay. And that's the single Shuckle.
He's also available via Rock Smash in certain locations.
Oh, gotcha.
So
it's not that special.
Nah.
All right, well, let's get back to the episode. So, we're learning about the Shuckles. The old man Shuckle has a whole bunch of them, and he basically makes penicillin, right? He's like, he like puts stuff in them, and then it rots, and it, like in their shells, and they make this like fluid that is the basis for a bunch of his medicine. So, we're really learning about how antibiotics work in the Pokemon world.
But he also makes medicines that like boost muscles and make attacks better, so he's also making steroids.
Yeah, some trends. Get on your T. Yeah. Get boosted. Get that tight little nut sack and giant muscles. Yep. Sounds good.
But different kinds of Shuckle make different types of medicine.
And that's how you know we're talking video games.
These red Shuckle make this medicine that I have, but this one, he's pointing in a book, this other Shuckle, this one, I need this one. Its medicine will let you tame any Pokemon.
This is a shiny, baby, right?
This is a shiny.
And I learned all about shiny in the past. Ash has a shiny Noctowl. We've been getting into shinies with the show. So this would be like our second canon
real
show shiny, I think.
Shiny. Yeah, except they don't call it shiny. They just refer to it as the purple Shuckle, which also it's blue show. That's not purple.
Oh, here we go. Arguing about colors again.
It does not look purple to me.
It doesn't look blue to me either. I know what you're saying. It's not quite purple, but it's not quite blue either.
It's like blue with a tint of purple.
It's like right in between.
Yeah. I'll give it to them though, because Gen 2 Shuckle Shiny was more purple. But Gen 3 onward,
argued about stuff like this
blue.
Before though, and I gotta wonder, like, what's going on with your monitor settings? Do you have like the low end of your RGBs capped?
Okay, I'm gonna just send you the comparison from Bulbapedia then between Gold and Silver.
Call this out.
Yeah, between Gold and Silver and Red and Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay, the right one is just blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the left one is more purple, and that's what they're calling it a purple Shuckle on.
Right. Yeah.
So.
But in the show, what do you think it looks like?
In the show, it looks more blue to me.
Okay, see, that's interesting. I don't know. It's not quite purple, but it's not quite blue. It's like right in between.
It looks blue with a touch of purple. Like they took the blue can of paint and they dripped in a little purple in there, and then they stirred it up. That's what it looks like to me.
If I stare at it enough, I do start to see blue.
Yeah. Also, can I just say, paint mixing videos? Ooh.
Oh, is that the good stuff?
Oh, they're satisfying.
Is that therapy on YouTube?
Watching people guess paint mixing colors. Oh, it's great content.
Are you gonna do that?
They watch the mixing go in, and they're like, this one. This is this color. They figure it out, and when they get it right, it's wonderful. I love it. Anyway.
Well, shout out to paint mixing on YouTube.
Yeah. And also shout out to listener Tristan, who has a question about these Shuckle. As I pointed out last week, Tristan said he was very much looking forward to it. It's his favorite episode, at least of what we've gotten to so far.
I think it's a fun choice. I think this is a very fun
episode.
Choice. Yeah.
But Tristan asks, I would love to know the backstory as to how and why the first person decided they were going to drink Shuckle juice to discover their effects. Was it Old Man Shuckle? What other Pokemon juices or liquids do you think have been consumed over the years to see if they had any special properties? Now, I take this to real life, where I gotta wonder, who was the first person to look at a cow udder and think, there's gotta be something delicious in there?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. This is always a thing where people are like, I don't know, stoned. No, just people are just like thinking, they're in that thinking mood, and they're like, who thought of it to like suck on a cow's teeth, right? Who ate the first mushroom? How did they discover cheese? You just let that milk rot and it's all chunky and delicious. Yeah, fermentation is an interesting thing. It's always survival. It's gotta be survival.
Yeah.
Right? Desperate situations, looking for something. I don't know.
Yeah, the olden time people would just eat berries and someone would die and they'd be like, okay, let's not eat those ones anymore.
And that's science.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we've done bits on what other parts of Pokemon could use as seasoning and stuff like that before.
Liquids.
Yeah, I know. I thought of taking it to liquids. I didn't really want to. How deep are you going? So you could milk a plethora of Pokemon if that counts as a liquid. But Kellen, can you think of a Pokemon with a liquid that isn't milk?
I hear Machamp jizz is great for the skin.
Is that a liquid? I guess so.
Is it not?
A really thick. It's a thickwood.
Thickwood.
Why don't we call viscous liquids thickwids?
We really should.
There's probably some shit in cloisters that could be something.
Oh, that
I don't know if it's
meat.
used.
That's what you want.
Well, yeah, you want the clam meat, but
Miltank milk, obviously.
I think that Ghastlies leave behind an ectoplasm. A thin ghost gel. I don't know, like a lactoderm, but for the real world when they move through it.
There's not many liquid-based Pokemon I'm finding.
No, that's not.
Which is interesting.
Not so far.
Yeah, there's no cup of water Pokemon yet. Game Freak, what are you doing? Get on that.
It's coming.
This Pokemon
is liquid.
There's the Sinistea and Poltegeist, which are tea, but they're also ghosts, so I don't know if you can really drink them.
It's ectoplasm all the way.
There's Milcery. Obviously, it's heavy. It's literally heavy cream. We've talked about that one before.
Okay. I think that there's something hiding in this Probopass's mustache. I'm just looking at pictures of Pokemon now.
It's just snot. It's cold in Sinnoh.
Oh, they must use it for something, though. It's I don't know.
It's cold in Sinnoh.
It's an adhesive.
Yeah. Oh.
Probopass snot.
Whose job is it to go collect that?
What is inside of the Cophagrius coffin?
Cophagrigus.
Yes, what I said.
Ghost is more ghost. It's all ghost.
It's all ghost all the way down. Tortuga, Caracosta, those could have something in those shells. And then our old friend Trubbish and Garbodor.
Yeah, there's some liquid in the trash. They've been sitting there for a while.
What about this Solosis?
Oh, yeah, the embryo Pokemon.
Yeah, the embryo Pokemon. Well, it's is embryo the right word?
It's an embryo. Yeah, fetus.
No, it's like a cell. It looks like. It's supposed to look like a cell, I think.
Yeah, and then it looks more, and then it starts looking like a fetus.
Yeah, okay. Yes, it's called the cell Pokemon.
Yeah, it's more fun to call it the embryo
Not the
Pokemon.
fetal Pokemon. So that thing, I think, could have some interesting liquds.
Yeah, I think the main one is Miltank. Milk the Miltank, don't milk the Tauros. You're going to have a problem there.
Well, you're going to end up in that Machamp jizz situation again. Yeah. All right. Did we milk that one? For what it's worth?
I think so. I think we got there. So, back to the episode. Brock fantasizes about this special juice that makes you makes all the Pokemon love you. And he's like, I've never asked you for a favor before, mainly because I've never met you before, but I gotta get some of this juice.
That's so good.
That was a good line, yeah.
And Brock's fantasizing himself on a Gyarados because he thinks with this juice he'll be able to tame all of the Pokemon, right? And so when he snaps out of it, he's like petting Pikachu. Pikachu's like all distraught looking. But Old Man Shuckles, he's okay with it. He says, well, like, look, I don't have this thing. So if we can catch it, yeah, you can have some.
Yeah, go get the purple Shuckle. But you're gonna need some help. So Spoopy, come on out.
Behind door number 2, it's Spoopy.
He's a little Bellsprout named Spoopy.
Spoopy is such a fun name.
It's a great name.
I was like, what the hell, Spoopy? I want to name every Pokemon I catch Spoopy. It's like Snoopy, but dumber sounding, and I love it.
Spoopy is the meme word for Halloween. It's spoopy season.
Oh.
And this was way before that. So it's just great.
I don't even know
meme
that
word.
meme.
Yeah, the meme word came from here, way before it ever
this
became
is the
a
origin.
Spoop. Yeah. So this is Spoopy the Bellsprout. So it can smell Shuckle. It can tell which ones have finished making the juice. Apparently, only wild Shuckle can make powerful enough juice. So Old Man Shuckle will put the ingredients in the shell, cork them up, take them to the mountains, and wait a year and go back to get them. But he's old, so it's hard now for him. So that's why he needs these children to do it for him.
Yeah, and Team Rocket listens to this whole thing with a pipe. They've got like a long, I don't know what else to call it, but a sound pipe. So they're listening in, and they want a Shuckle as well. They're intrigued.
They want the juice. They're going to get rich off of the juice. Okay, but we got to keep up with Spoopy, though.
He's
who
so
goes
quick.
fast. This guy is Usain Bolt Sprout, am I right? Got him.
Bolt Sprout. Oh, I'll give you that one, Kellen. I chuckled.
Better.
Why better I?
That's a good one.
You have such a fragile ego. You demand praise. Anyways, Spoopy, fast. The gang is pushing carts, all right? So they are trying to run after these carts. Man, is Spoopy fast. And now we see Spoopy like flipping rocks and logs and stuff, because that is where the Shuckle hide. Their shells are not good enough. They also need to hide under rocks. The Spoopy is like the Spoopy. Spoopy.
It is the Spoopy.
The Spoopy. Spoopy the Spoopy, a Spoopy, is thinking that these Shuckles aren't good enough. So that we're looking for the primo Shuckles, right? So
we're looking for the ones that are done.
Speeding around, and then finally, okay, this means something. Now he starts tossing Shuckle back at the gang. I guess these are the good ones.
He's chucking Shuckle up in the air. They gotta catch it.
My Shuckle.
And there's another. He's throwing them all in the air. It's a Shuckle shower. And then Pikachu gets smacked in the face.
Brock quotes Dr. McCoy from Star Trek. Hey, I'm a breeder, not an outfielder.
But Spoopy's done here. All the Shuckle are done, so he's off again. Zooming down the path. Brock's like, oh, the purple Shuckle! And he goes running after Spoopy as well. And starts hurling down the hill in his cart.
Yeah, I got the sweet sentence. Brock yelling, Spoopy!
Spoopy!
What a sweet line.
So Ash and Misty find Brock crashed in his cart down the
Spoopy's
hill.
Just still zooming. Where is he?
Yeah, there's something under this big rock, and oh my goodness, would you look at that? It's the purple Shuckle.
It's the MacGuffin. Spoopy found it.
So the gang come across them, and they're just having a conversation. Spoopy and Shuckle.
Spoopy and the Shuckle just chatting.
Shuckle. Shuckle's cry is very much just an old guy.
Yeah.
Shuckle.
It's a pack of cigarettes and a recording booth.
Shuckle. They're talking about, Misty thinks they're talking about a world that we could never imagine. Brock's like, I imagine a world where all the girls love me. Thank you,
That's
Brock.
great, Brock. You just had to slip it in there.
But then, Team Rocket, prepare for trouble. The secret is out. Make it double. Trouble's what we're about. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, Meowth and wobbuffet fight. Okay.
And they get the Shuckle. Wheezing goes smokescreen, and oh no, they're gone.
Oof.
And one of them just yells, they're gone, and they've taken the purple Shuckle with them.
That is true.
Thank you.
Yes. Observer.
But Spoopy has their scent. We can follow Spoopy. But Team Rocket are thirsty.
Oof.
They're thirsty. They don't have water because Meowth turned the water bottle in for the deposit already. Got that 10 cents back.
Seems smart at the time. You're just getting that money.
But there's juice in the shell. We can hear the juice sloshing around in there.
They want me out to test it because they don't know if it tastes good or if it's safe.
I'm sure it's delicious, Meowth. drink the juice. And so he drinks it. He's like, oh yeah, that's pretty fucking good. And so then the other two have, and they start fighting over who gets to keep drinking the juice. But then Spoopy, back to them, comes to a river, seems to have maybe lost the scent, but oh, look at that, there's a Shuckle over there, kind of wandering around, and then all the other Shuckles start coming out of the forest. They're wandering. Suspicious. In the same direction.
And then Old Man Shuckle comes out of the forest, too.
Just there, apparently.
So he's like, wow, these Shuckle, they're all joining together. This means something.
It means that the blue Shuckle's juice is being drunk. He just knows that, apparently. So back to Team Rocket, Jesse and James are basically high.
Yeah, they got a buzz. Like, they're not, like, fucked up, but they're feeling good. They're liking life. But Meowth, something is weird with Meowth. His eyes have turned into hearts. Now, presumably, these are not the same hearts that are powering his circuvascular. What do you call it? Circuvascular? Why can I talk?
Circulatory.
Vascular. Certainly, these aren't the hearts that are powering his circulatory system, right? So that would mean this Meowth now has 3 hearts and cannot see. 2 hearts instead of eyes and 1 heart to keep powering his blood.
Yeah, if Jesse and James are a little buzzed, Meowth is love drunk. With James,
he's in love with
specifically.
Jimmy.
Yeah. We learn from Old Man Shuckle, drinking the purple Shuckle's juice emits a powerful pheromone from the drinker that attracts Pokemon for 3 days and 3 nights.
Right, drinking it undiluted. So presumably that's how the medicine probably works, right? It's like, okay, it's toned down and now it lets you like control Pokemon. Like they're just instinctively attracted to you a little bit. But this makes them like absolutely want to fuck you. Like all of these Shuckles, all these Meowths.
Yeah, and so Meowth is making out with Jimmy Wimmy.
I may be a sucker, but I'm no lollipop, James says.
And Jessie's got a Shuckle on her arm, and then suddenly there's the army of Shuckle, all with heart eyes, all looking for some action.
No eyeballs here, just hearts.
So they're running away, they encounter the gang, and Shuckle licks Jessie's armpit. Brock just exposits everything. It's
it just explains the whole issue.
You drink the juice. All the Pokemon love you now. Blah, blah, blah. I got through it way faster than they did. So but they're not going to give up this Shuckle. Because the gang is like, give us the Shuckle. And Team Rocket are like, no. So they're going to fight. Wobbuffet and Arbok come out. Pikachu jumps in. But Jessie's Pokemon are all over her. They're obsessed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the victory bell eats James. Of course, that's normal. But, Arbok wants Jessie as well. Like, oof. These Pokemon can't get anything done. Wait, too many pheromones on their mind. So they return them. James is ready to die. He's like, blast us off already.
There's this one shot, though, where the Pokemon are all over Team Rocket, and we just cut back to the gang and Old Man Shuckle that are just, like, staring on in horror for, like, 3 seconds.
They have a really appalled look on their face. I caught that, too.
What the fuck's happening over there? So yeah, James is like, just okay, whatever, just blast us off already. So Pikachu jumps in for the Thunderbolt, and no, he's too attracted to Jessie right now.
Yeah, so Pikachu can't attack. This is crazy. He's cuddling with Jessie.
And Old Man Shuckle has had enough, so he jumps in. He just neutralizes all over the place, spraying his seed to neutralize all the Shuckle.
He's got some powder that neutralizes pheromones. Handy to have for this business.
Mm-hmm. Jessie has Pikachu and the Shuckle. How are you possibly going to stop us? And so Shuckle licks her on the belly button, which makes her throw Shuckle in the air. And Spoopy saves it with the Vine Whip. Let's go, Spoopy!
Yes, MVP. Spoopy! But Pikachu's back to normal.
She doesn't realize that, though. She's like, we still got Pikachu. And Ash's like, oh, I think his feelings have changed a little bit.
So he's got that murder look.
Yeah, he's real pissed. And kiss him goodbye, Pikachu Thunderbolt. And they go blasting off again.
And then what do we got, Kellen?
It's a sunset.
It's a sunset, baby.
Oh, yes. Old Man Shuckle has more juice.
He's grateful for the juice.
More juice than ever before. His juice is no longer loose. He's got it all over. He's got so much. He hands over the medicine to Brock. But Brock's like, no, I don't want it anymore. I've learned that the natural way is the best way to go. The Pokemon love Team Rocket, but it was chemically induced. It wasn't natural. I want to win Pokemon over with my knowledge and my personality. I can't do it.
Yeah, he declares he's going to stay natty.
Mm-hmm.
No doping for Brock.
He knows the only way to reach his goals, as the narrator says, is the hard way, on the long and winding road that lies ahead. Lessons for the youngins.
To Johto.
Then shut up, and then Team Rocket are surrounded by a bunch of Ursaring and, of course, Beedrill, who are in love with them. and in 3 days, they will be mauled to death.
Oh, man. Ursa Ring? Hardly knew her.
Good Jesus Christ. That's the episode.
Yeah, so this episode, okay, let's go literary hour.
Also.
What?
One other thing about this episode. The whole thing about Shuckle making juice, guess what, is game accurate.
Okay, continue.
So not only is it like noted in the decks about it being to like secrete fluids and stuff, but in Gen 2 only, if Shuckle is holding a berry, like a regular berry that restores 10 HP, at the end of a battle, there's a 1 in 16 chance of that berry turning into a berry juice.
Oh, so things can ferment on it.
Yeah.
Is berry juice good?
It restores 20 HP instead of 10.
Okay, so it improves.
It is a very niche usability that this orange berry or this berry to berry juice thing does, but it is there. It is a thing that can
nice
happen.
World building is what that is.
Yeah. All right, yeah, book it. Book me.
Okay.
Which Berenstain Bears book do we have this week?
It's the one called The Berenstain Bears Are in Heat Season, where the whole Bear Valley is full of pheromones, and because of this, bears are devouring people that come into it.
I don't remember that episode.
I was thinking about, so the trope is pheromones, because this is a trope in some you can find in some books, basically the idea that, emitting a lot of pheromones has some sort of rampant attraction or animalistic state from the series Ringworld. So instead of vampires, like the stand-in for vampires in this world, they're a nearly mindless branch of some race, ancestors of humans or something like that. They secrete pheromones which are close enough to affect all other descendants, like on this tree. So the idea is that they spray this pheromone, and what happens is the people then have a pheromone-fueled orgy, so the vampires can just sneak in and eat the people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice and
efficient. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Yeah, it is.
That sounds terrifying.
Interesting way to go, that's for sure.
Why am I having sex? Why
am I being eaten?
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
No, that's some
What's
freaky,
the safe word?
That's some German shit, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, let's rate.
Yes, let's pour this. The plastic ping pong pitcher of objective ranking. We're going to pull 2 categories at random from the pitcher and rank the episode based on those categories. What do we got first, Kellen?
First category will be one of our favorites. It's whatever will constitute giving this episode a 10.
Okay, so this is where we think of a category that will give this episode a 10 and then becomes a category for the next, in the future, like a pay it forward sort of thing. If we pull that category and it gets a 0, then it is removed.
Permanently banned.
Wow, we got to do some brainstorming, Kelly. This is always tough. This really gets things squeaking. It's got to be something with fermentation,
It's better than the fucking Giraffaric one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's got to be a 10 out of 10 in here somewhere.
I think it's got to be something with fermentation, no?
Or Pokemon secreting liquids.
Pokemon secreting mold?
Pokemon lactation, you know?
Okay. Well, this isn't lactation,
Yeah, but imagine that on a ball.
Fermenting in its shell. I know. Kellen. I am no stranger to the joys of that pursuit, but you can't just make things up. Like, no Pokemon
really? Yeah, no.
Pokemon lactate in this episode. I'm sorry.
Not that we saw.
No Pokemon lactate in the episode on screen. Correct. That's not what Shuckle juice is. It's clearly fermentation. They call it mold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's penicillin.
Penicillin
pandemonium. That's the name of the category.
Jesus Christ.
Is it not? That perfectly captures what we saw. This episode was penicillin pandemonium. Or pheromone pandemonium.
Or it's like the miracle cure, you know? What's that?
Panacea?
Like Dr. Something's miracle cure?
Snake oil?
Snake oil could be. Apparently there's Dr. Mario miracle cure.
Of course. He is a doc.
Did we ever learn where Dr. Mario got his doctorate?
I don't know. There's a pretty big debate on another much larger podcast about if Mario is a real doctor.
I feel like something about, medicine, miracle cure, love potion.
Potion from a Pokemon.
Potionmon. Those are terrible names. I think it'd be kind of funny to just put Dr. Mario's miracle cure on a ball and play it.
Okay. I'm totally into that. However, there's a very good chance we will not remember what that means.
I will remember what that means.
You'll remember what that means. I will not. Okay,
well, that's part of the course.
Miracle Cure. So it's basically like a panacea, like a catch-all. If there's some kind of, I mean, that's not what Shuckle medicine is, though. It's antibiotic.
Well, it's the same thing. Close enough.
It really is not. But
Miracle Cure medicines.
You are more stubborn than me, so I'll give it to you.
Medicines, steroids, anything you would inject into yourself, and it would help in some way.
Do you inject Shuckle juice?
I guess, if you want
to. Nobody shoots up in this episode behind a Pokemon.
Not on screen.
Yeah, so there's like a whole black market of Shuckle juice.
Yeah, it's from the rare green Shuckle that no one's ever seen.
Ooh, that's
got like acid
stuff.
Properties. Makes you trip balls.
You heard about that new green Shuckle juice on the market? Well, it's not green Shuckle at all. It's synthetic, and it's causing a big problem.
It's grown in a lab.
Yeah.
So, okay, Dr. Mario's Miracle Cure, is that what we're doing?
I think, yes, we can go with that. I do think penicillin pandemonium is more appropriate to the episode. But I'll go with what you think, because
the medicine cured Ash's stomachache.
That was a medicine for stomachache. We also don't know that was the Shuckle medicine. That could have just been ginger.
No, he says that all of his medicine
no, Kellen,
comes from a base of Shuckle juice.
He implies.
No.
He implies.
I'm pretty confident. I'm looking up the script. I'm pretty confident he explicitly says that his medicine all comes from a base of the Shuckle juice.
That's an implication. I don't think that's an absolute. And it could have some Shuckle juice in it. I think he gave Ash mostly just ginger. Now look, Kellen,
Can ginger blow your head up? I don't think so.
Ginger cures the stomachache. The blowing your head up was from the Shuckle juice, and that was just for show. Look, I will give this to you. I will. We can go with Dr. Mary's Miracle Cure. However, on the record, for those of you who will call us out in the comments, I know that penicillin pandemonium is more appropriate. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, here's the lines, word for word from the episode. I mix up the various ingredients and pour them into all the Shuckle shells and seal them up tight, and they turn into a juice. This juice has many powerful properties and is the basis of all my medicines, elixirs, and tonics. Using it, I can make pills and potions to restore Pokemon health and increase muscle.
That's a different scene. We don't even know
it's the same medicine.
What he gave. No, we don't know that. We don't know that.
He just said it is.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. He just said it.
Not there.
All my medicines.
That is a different. Right, all my medicines, but you don't know that that's what he gave Ash.
It's his medicine.
I don't think that's conclusive. Circumstantial. The judge rules circumstantial.
You think he just bought a fucking bottle of Tylenol?
Kellen, you don't take Tylenol for a stomachache. It was clearly a ginger pill.
My point stands.
Your point is that you know fuck all about medicine. It was a ginger pill.
My point is you're trying to rile me up.
Is it working? Okay, fine. We can go with Mario's crazy jizz pill or whatever.
We can call it that if you want.
I like Dr. Mario's cure-all or whatever.
I don't know. I like Mario's crazy jizz pill.
We have a full other episode to talk about still.
Yeah, you keep disagreeing with me about medicine for 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, I felt compelled.
Okay. Jury's out. We gotta figure this one out. Dr. Mario's Miracle Cure or Mario's Crazy Jizz Pill?
Dr. Mario's Miracle Cure. Go with that. Crazy Jizz Pill makes no sense.
Okay, shout us out in the comments if you want us to change that, though, because that's very good. All right, that's one category.
Oh, God. Okay, what's the next one?
It's 10 out of 10. That's how that category works. Second category will be... Oh, it's the Dave Coulier ball. Cut it out.
Okay, cuts. Okay, I'm on under cuts. This episode did have some cut action going basically between when Team Rocket and the gang are kind of going back and forth. So in total, my main scene cut count is, hold for it,
I feel like it's lower than average.
It's 16, which is about, I don't actually know the average, but it's similar. It's not a low end episode. It's not a high end episode either.
Yeah, it didn't feel cutty much at all.
There's quite a bit of cutting when Team Rocket has stolen the Shuck, but I know what you mean. That's kind of it, is around that part.
Yeah.
So it's pretty standard. I'd say 5.6.
6. Yeah, I'm gonna just do like flat 5. So it's 5.3 for that. Overall, a better pill to swallow, 7.65. Good score. And let's move on to power play.
Ooh, yeah, and this is a fun episode, like you said before. Pretty cool, pretty badass, some good moments. And I thought the animation in this episode, at least the beginning of the episode, is really nice.
Yeah, it is. So it's a quiet day until we hear Alex Davis from Cherry Grove City starting to scream about some random shit.
In a British accent.
Yeah, and so we look down there. Oh, look, it's Gary, and he has an Umbreon.
Ooh, I haven't seen Gary in a while.
But this Alex Davis, he doesn't like Gary's attitude. So Alex Davis commands his Alakazam to use Zap Cannon.
Ooh.
Use Zap Cannon, Alakazam! I'm Alex Davis, and I'm from Cherry Grove City.
I sound like I go to Hogwarts.
Yeah, he sounds like someone doing an exaggerated version of Hermione Granger from like the first movie.
Yep, nailed it. Leviosa. Yeah,
you're doing it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Or worse, expelled.
Expelled.
Yeah.
So Alakazam goes for the Zap Cannon. Umbreon dodges it, goes for a Psychic. Alakazam does, but it don't do a damn thing because Umbreon is a Dark type.
Oh, that was correct, right?
Yeah. It's immune to Psychic.
Yeah, and this animation here is nice because it's not like that really turn-based looking battle animation where it's like Bulbasaur, Razor Leaf on a PNG. Yeah. We actually get like the physics of it. Like the Zap Cannon is blasting, the Umbreon dodges fluidly. It's all part of one scene. I know low bar, but it looks nice. The Psychic attacks blasting trees. Oh, cool.
And it just like goes right through Umbreon. Like we see Umbreon resisting the shockwaves. It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
But yeah, this is Umbreon. This is our featured Pokemon.
So it's an evolution.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about this guy because I had one during my Heart Gold playthrough. Mm-hmm. You get it from evolving an EV at night if it's got like a certain level of friendship. So you basically get a whole bunch of haircuts in the basement of Goldenrod and then eventually evolve.
And cram some vitamins into it, and yeah.
It's not quite as good as Espeon, though, is it?
Well, it's good. It's just different.
Okay.
Like, Espeon's more of an attacker. Umbreon's the bulky one.
Oh,
Umbreon's more of a defensive Pokemon.
That makes sense.
So it can take hits a lot better. That's
and the
what
it's type's kind of
interesting
too, actually.
Yeah, well, it was made specifically to counter Psychics, to weaken them. Right, because
Psychics were kind of OP, yeah.
They were completely OP in Gen 1. Part of that was just because they fucked up the programming, but they also still needed a nerf, and that's what Dark types are for.
Cool.
But yeah, Umbreon is evolution, lunar, moon themed, got some nice yellow rings that
design. I think the design glow. Awesome.
They're really nice, yeah. Everyone loves Umbreon. I mean,
yeah. No, definitely. I mean, everyone loves evolutions, but this is a good one.
Except Flareon. Flareon gets shit on a lot, and it makes me sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just not as good, but I like it.
I don't actually know some of the more, some of the other. I know there's one that's like a fairy. I don't know.
It's Sylveon, yeah.
Do people like the fairy?
Sylveon's cool, yeah. People like Sylveon. Yeah. What are the other ones called?
Glaceon.
Oh, right? Yeah, you know that one.
Okay, I guess I know that one. And then there's a grass one too. Leafeon?
Leafeon, yeah. Very,
okay, I was right.
Very creatively named.
Yeah.
Leaf.
Then Umbreon, Espeon, Jolteon, Flareon, and everybody's favorite, Vaporeon.
Hey, did you know in terms of male human?
I know, that's what I was getting at.
So
I might have not known that meme if it wasn't for this podcast. That's how pure my life could have been.
You would have been in a better spot, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Umbreon. It's not as interesting as Shuckle. There's not much as much to talk about, but Umbreon's cool. We like.
No,
Umbreon.
Sometimes it's a blessing to be less interesting. Like it's just good, right?
Yeah, we can skip the 5-minute rant.
It's not as convoluted. There are a lot of cases in life where it's actually better to not be interesting. Like. If you are a patient in the emergency ward, it is better to not be what the doctor considers interesting. oh, that was boring. We just gave him some, bandages, sent him home. That's amazing.
Versus,
this is a really interesting case. Come over, other doctors. That's the worst. That's the worst situation ever.
Everyone, look at this guy's butt. I've never seen this before.
A whole stop sign, and you're still alive? Wow.
So back to the fight. Alakazam goes for this headbutt by floating and zooming, like flying towards Umbreon. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah, very nice.
But Umbreon dodges it and tackles it hard, and then Alakazam starts going for a dynamic punch. But Umbreon's using agility to dodge, which it can't learn agility. But Alakazam starts double teaming. Umbreon has to sense the real Alakazam and then attack. And then good battle theme kicks in. Umbreon finds the real one. It busts away, and then the others all dissipate. And Umbreon quick attacks, but Alakazam teleports away, and he's invisible, and he's gonna go Hyper Beam. It's coming from the left, Umbreon. He dodges and hidden powers it, reveals Alakazam, and slams him into a tree, and then Alex Davis brings back Alakazam. He has lost the fight. Alex Davis.
The battle's definitely showcasing that Gary's a pretty good trainer here, too, right? Because his commands are very dynamic, very on the spot, and he's giving Umbreon that kind of level of perception that Umbreon can't have on its own. So, yeah, looking good, Gary.
Yep, and I didn't think that this whole, this kid introducing himself first name, last name was very weird, and he had a very odd voice.
Yeah.
My name's Alex Davis. I'm from Cherry Grove City. Apparently, this guy was voiced by a guy named Alex Davis who won some kind of competition and I guess won the right to voice a character in an episode.
Oh, okay. That kind of makes more sense then.
Yeah,
because
makes a lot more sense.
Okay, that's interesting. Because you're right, the dialogue's really strange. You're like, what?
It's like the first line we hear from the episode, I'm Alex Davis and I'm from Cherry Grove City. Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ.
You're like, why do I
What's happening?
Okay. Oh, good for you, Alex Davis. I wonder where you are now. You sell car insurance. You're 40 and bald.
You're still riding this high of having 3 lines in a Pokemon episode in 1999.
I mean, you'll always have that fun trivia, right?
Yeah.
If anybody's like, we need an icebreaker, Alex Davis.
It's a good 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah,
Facts.
It's a good 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah. So Pikachu is really fired up, as is Ash. And they just jump down the cliff. They want to go fight Gary.
We can beat him. Falls down the mountain, challenges Gary. Gary, let's fight.
And Gary's like, nah. I've already learned Pikachu's attack pattern, so a battle will be a waste of time for both of us. It's like, wow, Gary, that's presumptuous. You're still a dick. You're supposed to be growing. You're a dick. Jesus Christ.
He has been growing, though. I actually think that the way he said it was better than he has been in season 1. But I mean, you're right. He's still a dick, but
I mean, the very fact that he has an Umbreon has to lead to the fact that he's growing as a character, because Umbreon needs friendship.
Yeah, true.
So
I thought you were going to say it implies that he's a dick because Umbreon is dark and brooding.
The evil type.
Yeah.
So Ash brings out all of his other Pokemon, though. He's like, well, I'll beat you with any of these guys. And Chikorita's just rubbing against his leg. Totodile's dancing. Cyndaquil's trying to wander off. He doesn't know what's going on.
And when Ash finally gets his Pokemon together, he realizes Gary's in the forest. He's walking away. He's bored.
Ash will beat him next time.
But this is kind of what I mean, but I do think Gary's a little bit less dickish, because his dickism in the other way would have been really aggressive. And here he dickish in a way that probably bugs Ash even more. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't care about Ash.
Yeah.
He's not even on his radar.
Mm-hmm. And so we go to Sunset. Oh my God, mid-episode Sunset, baby.
So early.
Misty and Brock are still raving about that Umbreon.
They won't shut up this episode.
it was so shiny. It was beautiful. I love it. And Ash is like, would you shut your mouth? Would you give your mouths and my ears a rest? Nah. He's just pissy. A little pissy baby.
This sucker gets 25 kilometers a liter. Slapping Umbreon.
This Umbreon can fit so much friendship in it.
Yeah, they're totally gushing about, did you know that Umbreons come with Bluetooth?
Mine is a seat warmer.
Ooh.
Personally, I think all I care about for my Umbreon is that it runs and has a cup holder. Really,
fair. Yeah,
that's all I need.
You're a good man of the people, Kellen.
So Team Rocket are watching, and they see the kids going through the front of the Pokemon Center, and James is like, oh, we could go through the back and pilfer all the food. I love takeout. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Meowth is all watching the sunset, nice and peaceful, calm, and then Wobbuffet comes and interrupts him, and he slashes Wobbuffet in the face. Don't you see him trying to be peaceful and calm over here?
Can't you see how peaceful I am, bitch? Yeah, I like that.
To which you get slashed, well, Wobbuffet counters it, sends it right back.
Yeah, do not attack Wobbuffet.
And this gives Jessie an idea. They're like, an attack that returns double of what it gets is hard to beat. And she's like, hard to beat, you say.
Food for thought, you say.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of food, Ash is eating 1,000,000 pounds a minute. in the
Tons
center.
of patties. Yeah, just scarfing them.
It's his plan to beat Gary. He needs a new regimen, a new routine. And Misty's like, well, you might not see Gary for weeks or months. And Ash is like, I'll just have to stuff myself every day then.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think he does that already.
More of that medicine we just argued about because he's going to be eating way too much.
But then the power goes out. Uh-oh.
The light's out.
Nope, but no one at the power plant's answering the phone. Joy's trying to call. Brock volunteers themselves to go to the power plant because he needs to impress Nurse Joy, of course.
Of course.
Meanwhile, above the city, Gary, setting up a campfire for him and Umbreon, sees the blackout, sees the gang running past. And so we go to the power plant. We see the workers are all tied up. And we see this long tube that's connecting to Team Rocket. And inside, they're activating the turbo kick engine.
Ooh.
A lot of spaceship talk, rocket ship talk in this mech here.
Yeah, it is a mech, and this is a long cord, the plug-in to power it, I guess, from the power plant. Their plan is to head into town to the Poke Center and steal Pokemon with this thing.
Finally, they have an unbeatable weapon, James says. You know, things are going unusually well.
Until the radar scope detects movement.
Near the power plant. It's the twerps! Oh no!
It's our lucky day, Pikachu's here.
So the gang finds the workers, and Brock just points to them and goes, those guys are tied up!
I love it. Never change, Brock. You know what, Kellen? They were tied up.
They really were. Right. So, but they go try to save him, and then stomp right in front of them. Boom. Whoa, what's that thing? One of them yells, prepare for trouble, we've got a new toy, and make it double. It's awesome, oh boy. That was good, I like that.
The Robo Mecha Wobbuffet.
And then just a real barrage of detective lines, because I think it's Ash that goes, Team Rocket, so you're the ones who raided the power plant.
Correct you are, Ash.
No shit.
Actually, it was a completely different criminal group. We just coincidentally happened to be powering a mech at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think they planned to take over this power plant. They just needed more power than they expected for their mech this time.
Yeah, it's not about taking from people. It's about giving to ourselves. Mm-hmm. Is that different?
I don't think so. I don't think the ends justified the means on this one.
Wobbu right, Kellen. Let's get this Wobbuffet on the road.
Pikachu goes for the Thunderbolt, but the mech just takes it in the middle of it and then fires it back.
Yeah, it turns out that is what this whole turbo kick engine is all about. It's about absorbing and sending moves back.
And so Ash is like, well, that clearly is a bad thing. We probably shouldn't attack it.
Let's try water.
So that's a lie, because he keeps trying to attack it.
Well,
maybe water will work.
That kind of shows what he thinks of water Pokemon, that he's like, attacks don't work. Let's try water. I would have been very offended, Totodile. He is basically saying your whole career, your whole type, your whole way of life is not real, not an attack.
Freaking water types need to get themselves a real type.
Oh, that is dismissive. That is prejudiced. Way to punch down, Ash.
Think they can be Twitch streamers with their water type? Get a real type. Come on, guys. So, yeah, Totodile and Staryu and Poliwhirl all come out to Water Gun, but the mech does it again, shoots it back at them, start chasing, but we see the cord is starting to, get a little tighter. It's interesting. And we get some exposition from Jesse, who just explains the inner workings of the mech so that we all are on the same page here.
And they're what we knew before. The Turbo Kick engine ×2 attacks, sucks him in, sends him back.
And hand over the Pikachu. They're like, no. And so the Robo Mecha Wobbuffet goes for the punch, but it can't reach because the cord is too short.
To the end of its rope.
End of the cord.
I know, Kevin. It's a metaphor.
They needed a longer extension cord. Yeah, it's like, I got the longest one at the Canadian Tire.
Meowth at the Canadian Tire. That's fan art. Meowth shopping at Canadian Tire. with the little fake Canadian Tire money. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't do that anymore.
They're just like sad points now, yeah.
Yeah. Meowth at the Canadian Tire. It's on the list.
With fake money.
Yeah.
Meowth's trying to pay with Monopoly money at the Canadian Tire. And they are saying, we don't accept this here.
Meowth getting stopped by the person who is unfortunately paid by commission to sell the Canadian Tire credit cards and gives you a 5-minute spiel and doesn't let you get the word in that you don't want a credit card. And you kind of feel bad for denying them because they get money from that.
Been stuck in a couple of those conversations, you just start walking past them and don't even say anything. That's what we've become, Killen.
Ugh. I blame corporations for everything.
I blame Ronald Reagan. Anyways, let's not get into politics.
But then suddenly, Umbreon tackles the cord. Oh, breaks it down. Mech dies. Power's down.
So Mech's stuck. Jesse has a plan.
But I got a question. There's a plan, but I got a question from Alex, who asks, Ash and team stop Team Rocket a lot. How do you want to see them defeat Team Rocket? Run over them with a train? Use Noctowl to drop mini-bombs on them?
Oh my
God.
Maybe
just inviting them to a nice dinner.
Let's go with the last one. Those other two were a little violent.
I don't know. I like Noctowl drone strikes. I think that's fun.
This Noctowl warfare is way out of hand. It's completely pulled the humanity away from killing Team Rocket.
Completely ignoring the... there's no Switzerland region. I don't know how to make a Geneva Convention joke. Pokemon, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know about the Switzerland equivalent either. Where sort of the international trials happen. Like, is there like an equivalent of the Netherlands? But anyways, I like the last one, though. I like fighting with peace, Kellen. That is really how they get to them, through their stomachs.
Doesn't make good TV, though.
I think it would. Dialogue, Kellen. Dialogue is the new action.
I think we go back to Old Man Shuckle and we get some of that medicine that blew up Ash's head and we just actually blow up Team Rocket's head.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just kaboom.
I did see Alien yesterday, so it's like a chest bursters. Just popped right out of their chest. That's cool.
Clean up on Route 36. Yeesh.
Oh, hey-o.
So Gary and the gang go to save the power plant workers. They're like, it's going to take a while to get the power back on. But the Pokemon in the center are in trouble. So maybe we'll try the secondary dam. If we can get the water gate open, the power can come on in no time. So Gary runs off.
I thought we weren't talking about politics. Oh, killed it.
So Gary runs off. Ash goes to help as well, but nope, the mech blocks him again. Big stomp. The backup power is running, and the backup power is just James and Meowth on exercise bikes.
Yeah, that's good, but man, it sucks for them. They are tired. Woo. But it's working. The mech attacks, punching, chopping. Ooh. And it's just like punching at Ash directly.
Yeah. Goes for the big kick to finish it off, but it freezes because James and Meowth need a nap. They're tired, man.
They need a protein shake or a Red Bull or something. Yeah, that's not fair.
So Ash has to hurry up. Pikachu, go for a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt lights it up, but it also recharges the battery, so the mech's back on. And then we get a really cool match cut. My, film major brain is coming out because there's this cool match cut where Jessie goes into a big flex of her muscles, and then the screen flashes because of the battery power and the Thunderbolt. And outside, the mech is flexing in the same position. It was a very nice shot. I like that a lot.
That's cool. Yeah, nice touch.
Mm-hmm. And so Chikorita and Cyndaquil come back out to that cool comeback music I talked about last week. And so Cyndaquil fires the mech, and it takes in the fire. And Chikorita uses her vines to tie it closed so the fire has nowhere to go. And wobbuffet mech's head swells and blows up half the mech. They go blasting off again.
What I like about that part is right before the explosion, James needs to explain the situation.
Yeah.
They're like, with the fire inside and the doors closed, there's nowhere for the fire to go. The engine will absorb it, and the doubling of the attack can only be inside, or something like that.
Boom. And so at the dam, the water gate. Yeah, where they found where they need to get to turn the thing to get the power back on.
Totodile is not a crook.
The handle's missing though, and so they can't get the power on. They can't turn the water on. Totodile somehow knows that the handle is in this locked building. He just knows for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know how he knew that either. I wrote that down.
And so Cyndaquil tackles it down because, we saw in the Skarmory episode, Cyndaquil's, big training montage of his big tackles. So he's got that power.
Yeah, fire strong against steel, and that's a steel door, so.
Yeah, but he didn't use a fire move.
Oh, sorry.
He just tackles it.
I'm sorry for trying. I'm sorry for making jokes, Kel.
Throws himself at the door.
It's dark in there.
It is. It is quite dark.
So Umbreon starts glowing. Did he use Flash? Is that what that was?
Maybe.
Maybe indeed.
I assume he learns Flash. Well, I think Umbreon's part of its lore is that it can, Strem Silver. When darkness falls, the rings on the body begin to glow, striking fear in the hearts of anyone nearby. Ooh.
Oh, or providing a nightlight.
Flash. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Umbreon are given to many young children as night lights.
Nice pet.
Yeah, it does learn Flash, so that is possible.
So our gang, Cyndaquil and Totodile, heat and cool the chain because the gate handle is chained up, and then a razor leaf breaks it free.
But first, Ash has to look for the handle, and he's looking around in like 2 other locations, even though the handle is like this giant thing chained to the wall.
Yeah.
That's very obvious.
It is big, yeah.
So, but they got the handle, but Ash is too much of a weakling to turn it on, and so everybody starts helping, even Gary and Umbreon. And Ash is like, "Wow, thanks, Gary. That's cool."
And the music's been like it kind of okay. So the music's been good for like a while, now, and it was good during the fight. And then it sort of went into this like pensive, mysterious kind of feeling. And that's been slowly ramping up. So now that they're pushing again, the music's just like, whoa, super good.
Yeah. And then everyone's pushing and pulling with all their might. Even Togepi's helping out on the end here. And finally it moves and the dam opens. And then a nice electric guitar riff to be like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All that build up.
And so back at the power plant, the waters are flowing, the turbines are going, but apparently this backup generator hasn't ran in so long, so it's not giving much power at all. It just needs one good jolt. Where could we get one of those?
A thunder Pokemon right here.
Yeah. So they put a little hat on Pikachu.
It's cute.
This is a cute little hat. He goes for a Thunderbolt, and we get peak output from Pikachu.
Ah, yes.
Peak
output a chew. Pikachu's the best. Yeah, he saves the day. He's always saving the day. What a homie.
He jumps into Ash's arms. He's so proud of his little buddy. Adorable.
Yeah.
But Ash is like, we couldn't have saved the day without Gary. We got to give Gary his flowers. He owes Gary. And Gary's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, does he? I don't know.
No.
I mean, they were just both helping out the town, but
yeah.
So for them to see it like Gary owes Ash is kind of like what Ash is the one that needs to do good things, and so Gary owes him. I don't know. Anyways, Gary is still a little bit of a dick, but I mean, he has matured a lot in some other ways. He got rid of those cheerleaders at least.
Yeah, the cheerleaders' passports didn't clear going to Johto.
Oh, that's what it was.
He had to leave them behind, yeah. They're on the do not fly list. We don't know what they did, but...
We've heard about groups of grown women that follow kids around. You're on the list.
But Gary gives Ash his flowers, too. He's like, by the way, Ash, you've improved. You've trained well. I can see it. Maybe next time I'll challenge you to a battle. Oh, cool. And he walks off with his signature whatever wave. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but he's looking kind of cool. You're making him sound a little bit whinier than he did. He looks a little bit cool. He doesn't look
a whiny
cool,
voice.
But he looks a little cooler. Yeah. He's got a whine.
So the next day, Nurse Joy has been able to treat the Pokemon. A Pokemon even came in late last night. The power came on just in time to help. Thank goodness. She's grateful, and maybe she's grateful enough to give Brock her phone number, beeper number, and email address.
She's grateful, not crazy, Misty says.
And so we march on to Ecruteak, and that's the episode.
Okay, so literary hours. Think about this trope called worthy opponent, where the idea is that some of what compels like a rival or someone to want to fight is less about needing to fight and more about, okay, is this opponent worthy or not? And like watching things they do to see if they're worthy. Another side of that would be like during the battle, almost becoming like weird friends in a way because they have encountered each other so much. So there's like quite a lot of examples around this, like in war novels, oftentimes like snipers will kind of respect each other in this sort of weird way like that because they've learned each other's in and outs. We've got in the Divine Comedy, even there is sort of a relationship of this Saladin, an opponent of Richard the Lionheart during the Crusades, where they have some kind of, worthiness across. Same with Dante, the main character. He seemingly admires one of his opponents, some Florentine political leader, even though they were on the other sides. Oh, one from The Old Man and the Sea. This is actually a pretty big theme by Hemingway. The marlin that nearly kills the titular old man is portrayed in this way, where there's like a weird respect between the man and the fish. There's this quote from it: "Fish, I love you and respect you very much, but I will kill you dead before this day ends." Man and fish. So yeah, Gary is the fish in The Old Man and the Sea, and Ash is the old man who loves Joe DiMaggio, and yeah, they're you know the old story.
Yeah, there's also a very important one, not to that trope, but when Umbreon, when they go into the dark building and they're like, man, we need something to light this place up. There's no light switch, and Umbreon comes in, he's like, man, boy, I got glowing powers. I can do that for you. It's just like Sky High when near the end of the movie, they're crawling through the vents and they need someone to light it up. And the guy who's had the most useless superpower throughout the whole movie, he glows. He's able to save the day and light up the vents for everybody because he can glow.
Perfect. That's
Same
perfect.
thing. It's just like Sky High.
I do like that in like sort of comedy hero stuff where the guy with the useless power finally has his like one moment to shine. Like the stupid guy from My Hero Academia with the grapes on his head.
The funny thing is that he hypes himself up all movie about it. He thinks he has the sickest superpower ever, that he just glows. There's like when they're doing the assessment for hero, are you a hero or a sidekick? And he's trying to show off his power. He's like, get ready for the coolest thing you've ever seen. And he turns his power on and no one can see anything because it's light in the gym. He's like, okay, well, if we could just like turn down the lights and like cover the windows and everyone just like cup your eyes, maybe you can see it then because it's cool. You guys got to see it. It's great.
So he's
great
super
movie.
into it. Yeah, that reminds me a lot of, have you ever seen this movie Mystery Men with Ben Stiller?
Of course not.
I actually think it's weird that you say, of course not. This was kind of a Kellen movie. It's like it's a
when do
weird...
I see any movie?
Oh, okay. I get it. Well, you've seen Sky High. This came before Sky High.
Like 200
and it's
times.
also like a superhero parody kind of thing. But one of the characters' name is Invisible Boy, and he can only be invisible if nobody's looking at him. And like, so it's not very good, but he finally has his like moment where he's got to sneak past like sensors or something, and it finally works.
Oh, because he's invisible to machines.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just not people. Yeah, exactly.
It does sound like my kind of movie, yeah.
It totally is. It's really silly, but fun.
All right, let's rank her and get out of here.
Okay,
rank her, I hardly knew her.
You're infected. Pull it,
beat you to it. First episode, or first category is originality.
Is it original? Have Team Rocket held up a power plant before? Maybe. I don't know. Have they?
That Magnemite episode, maybe? In Grungy City?
Certainly power plants are a big theme in Pokemon.
Yeah. The power plants itself is not original. We don't see Gary very often.
The use of Gary is original.
We've never seen Umbreon.
We don't see Gary like team up with them in this sense before, have we?
No.
We haven't seen him act like that, be dismissive of Ash. I think he was original in sort of a character growth kind of way. And it kind of had a peacefulness to it, the whole episode. Serene sort of setting.
Team Rocket uses another mech, that's not original.
But the mech itself is original.
Yeah. There's, you know what? I'll give one Alex Davis. This is the only character he's voiced. So that's
Alex
original.
Davis was an original concept.
Yeah.
We've never seen an Alex so Davis.
Or from Cherry Grove, you know?
An Alex so Cherry Groved.
Yeah, there's not much. Like, they tie up power plant workers. They tie people up all the time.
It's original, but it is a little original.
Like, it's a fun episode, but when you think about it, it is quite repetitive in some ways.
I mean, and it follows the same structure of every other Pokemon episode, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards giving it some pep for this, so I'll give it a 6. 6?
You know what? I'll even give it points for the sequence of them like getting the handle on, because that is just like felt different. So I'm up there too. I'm 5.7, so that's 5.85. Final category of the day will be the anime mom energy.
There's no anime moms in this episode, are they? Unless this Joy is a mom.
Not that we know of.
I mean, she's protective. Brock, I don't know. Brock is kind of acting like the mom himself. He wants to help them out. Yeah, I don't know. This is weak for anime
very
mom.
Weak.
I'm an anime mom expert, and I'm not getting a lot here.
Alex Davis isn't a mom.
Alex Davis is very low on the anime mom energy, too. So whiny. Gary's whiny.
No motherly energy.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. This is going to be low.
Only thing is, like, the protecting of the Pokemon, really. I can't in good conscience give it a 0, but it's like...
No, it's not a 0.
So 1.4.
2.
That's 1.7. Overall, 3.775.
Oh, that's an abysmal score. Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, poor, you've done it again.
Ugh.
Raining anime mum energy upon this poor, unsuspecting episode.
How dare you? You've ruined our lives. Well, it'll ruin our lives again next week, because that's it for today.
Right, so what's going to ruin our lives next time?
Well, next time, our lives will be ruined by 2 more episodes. Episode 174, Mountain Time, or in Japanese, Redien! Pass through the Valley of the Wind! ! I
like that.
And episode 173 is a banger. It's Wobbuffet, or in Japanese, Village of Sonons! !
Fun.
It's a banger. Certified banger episode.
Very cool. Yeah, looking forward to that.
You better.
I better. And so must you at home. So thank you for listening. That's been 2Killa at Delibird. Love engagement. Keep, posting comments on the YouTube channels, youtube.com/Hydra Leech. We also have the audio version, Spotify, wherever fine podcasts are downloaded. Also love if you can interact. Any engagement on there is appreciated. If you've got questions about the episodes, just for us in general, you can reach us at 2killadelibird@gmail.com, or on Twitter, the handle is 2killadelibird. Intro and outro music is 80 Synthwave by Alexi Action. Kellen runs a TikTok, tiktok.com/Hydra Leeches. And then on Twitch, twitch.tv/Hydra Leech. He twitches fun games. He's been doing the on and off Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stream lately, so check him out there.
Never played a Mystery Dungeon before, so it's a first time playthrough ever.
Yeah, we've had I've managed to watch some of his, and we had a couple other listeners on there. Shouts to Clay for some gifted subs. Appreciate it. And then I think Tristan was along too. So yeah, good times.
Yeah, everyone come by, and when Graham's there, yell at him to fix the spelling of his username.
It's an HFan club. You'll have to check us out to see what that means. Thanks everyone. Thanks for listening.
You're the worst sometimes.
And Wobbuffet me away.
Oh, you just love breaking my brain, don't you?
You're too stubborn and you need to learn.
But it's funny. You're missing
the
funny part.
You can't just say things are funny.
Yes, I can. It's my podcast.